With love letters, I offer unadulterated, heartfelt gratitude to the writers, actors, comedians, and artists of all variety who have made this world richer through the light of their brilliance. Love letters is a way for me to say thank you to these luminaries, to honor what is best in us all, and to shine a light on the people who help us rise. I offer you love letters for all these reasons, but also for the simple reason that this world is too free with critique and too stingy with compliment. And now, my 10th love letter, a letter for Ad Astra. Dear Ad Astra, you are a movie and not a person. Nonetheless, you were made possible by Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones, James Gray, and Ethan Gross, who are, in fact, people. And so, I'm writing a love letter to all 5 of you, the creation and the creators. Thank you for longing for solar systems in far-flung regions, for the abyss of loneliness and reaching out across the void, for fathers and sons, parents and children, gods and nothingness, and for the downfall of hubris. Thank you for the aching unknown and seeking what will not be found, and for journeys into the heart of darkness, that place echoing above us, around us, and in us all. Thank you for sins that bridge generations, for a low pulse even when falling, for comfort rooms that bring no comfort, for cold, vast space inside and out, for animal aggression and imploding, for trying to save but failing. Thank you for deep anguish and stillness, for mad quests and separation and visionaries and refusal of the ordinary. Thank you for preternatural calm and the storm raging beneath, for the moon as lawless and commodified, for fruitless searching, for abandonment and mutiny and things broken. Thank you for pushing beyond outer reaches and finding nothing, for face shields hiding and revealing, for shadows and illumination, for letting people go if they must leave, and for the anguish of releasing. Thank you for ropes that connect, hands that untether, and for a face of naked loss and grief and suffering. Thank you for looming annihilation and for echoes of Oppenheimer and the Bhagavad Gita, I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Thank you for men alone and women and children and all of us circling each other as in an ancient orrery, all relative positions and patterns forming, coming close in swooping orbit, then pulling away without actually touching. Thank you for emptiness that leads to nothing more, for searching and not finding, for hardships, barriers, and air-sucking silence, for the selfishness of venturing and the pain of those left behind, for the necessity of venturing and the pain of those left behind. Thank you for quests like addictions that leave those we love lost in their wake, for cycles of leaving and returning, and for the solitary hell and solitary grace of breathless space. Thank you for discovering nothing, which is its own discovery, for finding that your God isn't there or simply does not care, and for the boundless searching that is our dance of existence, hearts fragile but hopeful, our motions fluid, whirling, and staccato, like men and women in an old black and white musical. Thank you for attempts to bend to the force of our will what is not malleable, for finding the shape of your life in airless places, and for all things torn away. Thank you for the strange healing of failing your psychological evaluation, for the ascension of falling, and for the strength of not being okay. Thank you for absent gods and lost children, for the music of the spheres and the silence of it all, for orbits and voyages, for launching and explosion. Thank you for a return to the human with legs shaking, and gratitude for help with walking, for love approaching, and for shouldering burdens, yours and those of others, because we are not monoliths, but creatures of sharing. With immense gratitude for connecting across the void, for human aching, for vastness, ever expanding and within and without, and finally, for the truth of it all, which is, we're all we've got. Thank you, Ad Astra, Brad Pitt, Tommy Lee Jones, James Gray, and Ethan Gross. All my best. Sarah D. Little. Up next, another celestial entity. Oprah.